Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and I want to do a very quick, short podcast. Hopefully, it's short on how narcissists are paranoid people. Okay. When you're dealing with a narcissist, and especially a malignant narcissist, you guys, they're very paranoid. They feel that you are doing all the evil and corrupt things that they are doing, whether it's cheating, whether it's lying. Understand, the narcissist doesn't trust. So they're going to be paranoid about who you're talking to. They're not going to want you to have relationships or get too close to other people because they always think that you are talking about them, all right? And also, if you ever post a meme on your social media like Facebook or something like that, that has like an indirect kind of message, one of those generalized memes, what's that corrupt narcissist that does you wrong going to think? They're going to think it was directed at them. They think everything is directed at them, all right? They're going to think you're cheating because they're cheating, all right? Nobody accuses you more of cheating than a cheating narcissist. They're going to think that you're hiding money because they hide money, all right? A lot of narcissists, they don't trust the relationship. They may tell you they're all in, but deep down, they always, they protect themselves. So they'll have a little stash somewhere that you don't know about, or they'll be talking to other people that you don't know about. Some narcissists are even paranoid about your relationship with your boss. They may think you're very friendly with your boss. They may think that your friends are talking about them. They're going to try to isolate you. They want you codependent on them because they're paranoid. They're paranoid that you're scheming to leave them. See, a narcissist, they're afraid of exposure of who they really are, that they're basically a coward and an insecure person. That's why they put on the opposite of who they are. They put on that fake front that, they're so self-assured and they have so much self-confidence and they're your savior and they're your safety net. This is how a narcissist fools a lot of people and hooks people, because you get involved with them thinking, they're my strength. They're telling me they'll love me unconditionally. They're telling me they got my back, that if anybody ever comes at me, they're going to have my back. When in reality, that narcissist is a fucking coward, all right? Because if they ever came up against somebody who's strong, that narcissist backs down with their tail between their legs, or they ghost and they leave you to deal with all the troubles, all right? So they're not going to want you to have relationships with other people because their biggest fear, you guys, is abandonment, all right? Narcissists, deep down, are miserable people. Understand this. They're very empty inside. They're never satisfied, okay? Never, ever are they satisfied. So, they're not going to be satisfied with whoever they're with. They're not going to be satisfied with their circumstances, how they're living. That's why they're always searching for something better. What's better? Who's better? Okay. So they're always afraid of being left alone, and they're afraid that you're going to abandon them. So how do they prevent that abandonment? They're going to try to sabotage any relationship that you have with anybody else. If you have a close friend, they're going to be asking you, what are you talking about? Are you talking about me? Don't bring up the relationship. And this is another thing that a paranoid narcissist is going to do. They are not going to want you to talk about the relationship to anybody else, all right? Because they're afraid that these outside people, your supporters, your friends, family, coworkers, are going to tip you off to the manipulation of that toxic narcissist. So they're going to be paranoid of your relationships to outsiders, and they're going to try to sabotage it. They're going to badmouth those people that you are close with, okay? They're going to say, they're just using you. They're not really your friend, or they weren't there for you the way I'm there for you. Why are you giving all your time to them? You should be spending more time with me. You don't need these friends. You don't need your family. You've got me. They're going to try to isolate you. And why is that? Because this way they have more control of you. Over you. Now you're dependent on the narcissist. Now it's not so easy to leave because you don't have any outside support. Your support is all, the narcissist. And you may even be financially dependent on the narcissist where you're really, really stuck. Okay? So a paranoid narcissist, they're going to try to isolate you not only with your relationships, but financially, you're going to have to be dependent on them for money, all right? This is how they do it. And, they also feel, too, that, anytime you make a real paranoid narcissist, they're going to be, tracking you. When you're leaving the house, they're going to be calling constantly. Some of them even want to put a tracker on your phone and want to know where you are at all times. They're going to want to see your phone. You're going to want to see your phone records. And why is that? Because they think you're shady like them. This is how the narcissist thinks. They think everybody is crooked like them. That's why they do what they do. Because they feel it's a dog-eat-dog world and you can't trust anybody. And you know what? They're doing what they got to do, because if they don't, somebody's going to screw them over. And that's another fear of the narcissist. They're afraid of people screwing them over before they screw you over. That's why you could have a great relationship with a narcissist in the beginning and everything's good, and that narcissist will still cheat on you. Why? Because they're afraid that you're going to cheat on them down the road, and it makes them feel better to know that they got over on you first. And they'll say something like, well, who cares if you cheated? I got you first, all right? This is how petty they are. This is how immature they are. This is what an immature mindset that narcissist has. They're so afraid of being screwed over. They're so afraid of people getting over on them, all right? So they're always going to one-up you. No matter what it is, they're always going to try to one-up you. They're never, ever going to let you ever feel that you ever screwed them over. So they're going to screw you over any chance they can, and before you ever get a chance to screw them over later on. And then later on, if the relationship starts to break down, they're going to be laughing and they'll say, oh, who cares that you cheated? I cheated on you in the first week I met you, okay? And this makes that fragile ego narcissist feel like, ooh, I got over on you first, okay? So I'm better than you. You see how petty these people are? You see how, when you can't trust somebody, that you will never, ever have, when a narcissist can't trust you, you can never trust them, all right? This is, so important, you guys. So, when somebody's doing all that, and the other thing, too, is you got to be careful, too, when you're dealing with a very paranoid narcissist, because you could be dealing with a malignant narcissist. This is where they're afraid of losing control to the point of violence, all right? So when they feel like you're doing something shady and they're very, very paranoid about it, they could get violent with you. They could get violent with you. They could destroy your house. They could, pin you up on a wall because they think that you're doing something that you're not. And you sit there and you're defending yourself to this narcissist that's screwing you over and projecting everything they're doing onto you. All right? That is no way to live. And you could be putting yourself in danger as well. So here's the thing, you guys. Be careful of these people that are constantly accusing you of things that you are not doing, because they are telling on themselves. Most of the time they're telling on themselves, and their mind is going haywire, thinking that, well, if I'm getting away with this, if I'm cheating on you while I'm falling asleep, then you must be cheating on me when you're falling asleep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you all fucking night long to see if you're there, because you could be cheating on me the way I'm cheating on you. This is how their twisted minds work, all right? Because they don't believe that anybody could be honest. They don't believe that anybody could be loyal or anything like that. And why is this? Why do they act this way? I'm going to tell you, because I know from prior experience in dealing with these people. It's because a lot of times as a child, they saw things, all right? They might have grown up in a house where they saw their mother jumping from bed to bed, or their aunts jumping from bed to bed and cheating on different people, or they don't trust women, or it's the opposite. They don't trust men. They saw their father cheating all the time, or they saw, their brothers cheating all the time, so they don't trust men. So when they grow up in an environment that's an unstable, toxic environment, and they see a lot of toxic shit, they're going to think the whole world is like that when it's not, okay? I'm not saying there's not a lot of toxic shit all over the world, because there is, but there are genuinely good people out there that are trustworthy, loyal, and when they say something, they mean it, and they are monogamous. Not everybody is a fucking cheater in the world, okay? Period, dot, end of story. How do I know? Because I know loyal guys. I know loyal women, all right? I know these people are close. I know who they are, and I know that they don't cheat. So, but to a narcissist, everybody cheats, all right? That because this is what they saw, because they came from toxic environments as a child. So automatically, this is their mindset. Everybody does this. So, I'm not going to let anybody get over on me. I'm not going to be a sucker. So I'm going to fuck you over before you fuck me over. Okay? This is the mindset of the narcissist. And this is why they're paranoid. Because they don't understand. See, narcissists, they have tunnel vision. All right? They have only one way of seeing things. They don't look at the big picture. They don't look at every aspect of life. They don't look at other examples of good marriages or anything like that. If they see a good marriage, the first thing they're going to say is, oh, there's something going on in that marriage. Oh, I'm sure this one's cheating on them or something like that. They automatically assume somebody's doing something shifty, okay? Because this is what they saw. This is what they've been conditioned to believe. Maybe their parents were like that. This is what their friends were like that. Their environment was like that. But just because their fucking environment was fucked up doesn't mean everybody else in the world's environment is fucked up. So, now you're getting involved with this person that came from that toxic environment and thinks like this, all right? So listen to me when I tell you, okay, you guys? Look at where they come from. Ding, ding, ding. I can't say this enough. Show me where you come from, and I can 99.9% of the time tell you what or who you are, all right? Now, this doesn't go for everybody, all right? Because a lot of people do come from toxic homes, and they realize that it's wrong, or what their families were doing, or the people around them are doing is wrong, okay? But you can get a good feeling when you look at somebody's track record, where they've been, or, their relationship track record. You'll know what this person is about, all right? Their track record tells you everything about who they are, okay? It's a resume. Listen to me when I tell you. This is why when you meet somebody, you want to dive in there and find out about their past relationships. And we know they all fucking lie in the beginning, but if you hang in there and you listen and you don't interrogate them, they will open up to you, okay? And you're going to hear little things that they tell you that will give you red flags about their prior relationships. For example, they may bring up their prior relationship and they'll say something like, oh, my ex always wanted to look at my phone, or something like that. She never trusted me, all right? Ding, ding. That is a red flag, okay? They're going to paint their ex as being crazy or something like that. But you got to say to yourself, there must have been a reason why she didn't trust him or her. It could go the other way, all right? So if their ex was paranoid and always accusing them of cheating or something like that, there must be a reason that the ex felt that way, all right? This is how you got to think, all right? You can't just go by what the narcissist tells you. They're telling you their version. And however toxic they were to their ex, they're going to pin it on the ex and say, they're going to project that toxicity and say, yeah, my ex was a cheater. Yeah, my ex was a liar and everything like that. However they were to their ex, they're going to say their ex was. All right? So that's how you're going to know you're dealing with a very toxic individual. All right? You have to just sit back, kick back, shut your mouth, and listen and let them have diarrhea of the mouth. The more information that you get out of them, the more you're going to know what kind of cat you're dealing with. All right? So understand that. All right? So understand about the paranoia and everything like that. And also, you guys, it's like a spectrum too. Like narcissism is a spectrum. So somebody could be a little paranoid and they could be full-blown paranoid to the point where they are controlling and dangerous. Ta-da! They could be dangerous, all right? Where they're controlling what you wear, who you talk to, whether you could leave the house. You are like a prisoner to a real paranoid narcissist. And that is no way to live. And the more paranoid or malignant a narcissist is, the more dangerous they are. You've got to get out in silence. Never let them know you're leaving, because this person they've got to control, they have a massive need for that controlling everything in your life. And if you ever tell them face to face, you could be putting your life in danger. So you got to be really careful, have a plan, and get out in silence and go to a safe haven where you know you're safe. All right? So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, please hit the subscribe button. Please share the podcast. I'm losing my voice because I'm preaching it out. And have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.